that the leaders that cared about me most were the people who I saw every single Sunday and really like wanted to be involved in my life.
Honestly, sometimes I think I don't know what I would do without them. Like the fact that we got to meet them through this space is really important.
Just consistency, like when you see the same face every Sunday, you know they're gonna be around. You don't have to be like some crazy speaker or some crazy inspirational person, but just being there is probably the biggest thing.
He stuck it through us all the way from middle school to high school, and you know, he's still with us today. And like at first our conversations up to like sophomore year weren't like serious at all. We just go in there and it was just a space where people could mess around and we'd talk about God a little bit, but eventually it grew to where we were having great conversations and, you know, getting to know each other better.
I feel like everyone can agree on this. They put in effort. Like they show you that you matter. No matter like if you don't show up or if you're there, they will always text you and check in.
I'm willing to work with a really silly group. Like our group is borderline dysfunctional. Like we get through like maybe one question every night, but through it all he's always had a lot of patience with us and a lot of willingness to work with whatever kind of group we have that night.
It's not just like, oh, let's get through the talk sheet each Sunday night. They want to know what you're doing after school, what you're doing on a day-to-day, and they follow up the next week with like questions about it.
Getting to like talk about the message, but also just getting to like catch up and chat.
I've been in youth groups where it's kind of like just show up once a week and then leave and don't think about it again. But these women send us messages throughout the week to like uplift us, do a check-in, see if anyone has any events going on. And I feel like it's almost like having a second mom, but one that's like especially there for like the Christ-centered moments.
She's always reached out to me. I haven't really been like at the church recently and she's still reached out to me always. She's always there for me. I even got coffee with her like a week ago and she's great. She always texts, always like asks questions. She gives the best hugs. She's awesome.
Being able to do things outside of church, like church league basketball or just going to grab food, you know, that's like a very special part of this community.
They were one of the first people to be like, hey, let's go grab lunch for no reason. Like, let's just talk about your life. And I thought like, okay, you're gonna take your time out of your day that's really busy. You're gonna talk about my life, and I appreciate that.
I think what made my leaders special was just the constant support that they showed for me throughout my high school career, whether it was showing up after a certain school event or showing up for my signing day. I think that the love and support that they showed me was just unmatched.
My leaders come to my dance performances, like halftime performances, track meets, and just seeing that support outside of your faith is something pretty valuable.
They take time out of their days to spend time with us and to do things for us and go on trips.
Going on trips with leaders I think really helps me too and builds that connection because we get to do something so great together and we get to like go through the hard parts of it but also make so many funny memories as well.
He makes it seem like he's not your group leader at Koinonia. He makes it seem like he's someone who's genuinely a part of your life, not someone you go to learn about God for 2 hours on a Sunday night. Like he makes it seem like he's your friend, someone that on a random Tuesday you could call up and it would be normal. It wouldn't be like awkward. Like you wouldn't have to send him like an MLA format email to hit him up. You could just shoot him a text. Pray for me, I failed my chem test that I cheated on, or I did something really bad. So yeah, and he'd call you out on it, but he'd be super nice about it.
This past year even, there was a small group, there was a session day where it was just me and they're like, hey, like you can like match, like go with the other small group if you want. And I was like, if you don't mind, like I'd actually like really appreciate just talking to you two. And so it was just me and them two, and we talked the entire small group.
Some of my favorite leaders were the leaders that were like engaged with me in the capacity of like being my friend, of like hanging out with me and spending time with me. People that like connect with students really, really well in a way that makes at least me feel really seen and really cared for, not just because like it's their job to, but because like they genuinely want to.
If you invest your time into this place, it shows, and I think
that's what made it so special for me, is because my leaders knew me on a personal level.
They really represent what Jesus would have done and just opened up to everybody and like bring people in with open arms.